Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Marvel Zombie, issue number 1. I think this is going to be a one-shot. It's got to be a one-shot, right? This is a nice little Halloween thing. It is Marvel Zombie, not Zombies. But let's take a look at this comic book after we talk about who wrote this comic book. First off, it's cool. We start off with a letter from Donnie to his mom. We'll get more into that in a bit. W. Maxwell Prince is the writer. Artist, Stefano Raphael is the artist. Color artist, Rachel Rosenberg. Letterer, VC's Travis Lanham. Cover art, Juan Ferreira. And In Hyuk Lee is the variant cover artist. Okay, so if you want to know who actually created this character, the zombie, please feel free to check out The Zombie. 10 Things About Zombie, explained in a minute. Yeah, I explained the character. It actually took about 2 minutes, but I tried. I tried for 2. I tried for 1. Anyhow, we start off with the zombie and a flower, and he's just kind of hanging out, and, you know, hey, look, it's actually a dandelion. I know everybody's like, it's actually a weed, Professor. Yeah, but weeds are more important than, like, grass and stuff, because you can actually eat dandelions. I'm just saying. You might think that's silly now, but in a zombie apocalyptic future where you can't find food everywhere, eating dandelions might just save your life. So this kid, Donnie, finds the amulet of Damballa. And he's like, ooh, check it out. And he's wearing it, and all of a sudden the zombie shows up and saves him from the zombies. Very different character. The zombie is a very different character. There is a part in here where he says he doesn't eat. That's not entirely true, unless that's been chosen to be retconned and there's some kind of a halfway decent excuse for it. Then, no, sorry, the zombie does eat flesh. He's eaten a snake before. Okay, so, and it was for sustenance. Anyway, so there's a couple of heroes here. We got Hawkeye, we got Black Widow, we got Moon Girl. She's awesome in this. We've got Spider-Man, and we got Misty Knight. Also, Daredevil is here. He's Red Leader, though, at this point. And these guys are all trying to save humanity. And we've seen this kind of thing before. It's funny that the most powerful heroes in the world are killed, right? It's only the little heroes who wind up surviving. It's almost like, I don't know, whatever they're trying to say by that, there's a lot that you could say in that regard. But, you know, like, do they just willy-nilly throw themselves into danger? Were the guys without powers just better suited to survive in different survival instances? Whatever. But this comic book was cute because there's a huge moral conundrum here. The problem is no one faced that conundrum. Spider-Man kind of did, but not the... I don't know, he just wasn't good. Spider-Man is not considered, Peter Parker Spider-Man is not considered the most emotionally mature character that there is. So I can fully understand that he was trying to explore his emotions on this, but didn't have the tools to really express those. You know, hey, it's one thing to be a genius level chemist. It's another thing to be able to say, you know, express your feelings and try and say, you know, how you really think that this isn't such a great idea, as opposed to just, no, stop, bang, bang. Granted, he didn't punch anybody in the face in this issue, but I think we're all kind of used to the idea of Spider-Man, Peter Parker, not being able to express something and then punching other people in the face. It's got him into a lot of trouble in the past. So in this particular one, no need to punch other people in the face, but the idea that all the heroes pretty much lost their humanity. One of the heroes finds their humanity at the very end. And it makes sense, the hero who did find her humanity. There's a hint. There's a hint. But it was a little bit too late. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, this was stupid because she wound up killing everybody. Yes. But at the same time, any plan that is rushed is a bad plan. Any plan that is rushed is a bad plan. This is military logic for you guys. All right? Anybody who served, if you didn't already have that in your mind when you read this comic book, hopefully me reminding you of this is like, okay, yeah, that's actually true. They saw an opportunity, like, okay, we got to implement this right away, as opposed to really genuinely thinking this out. So that's why something like this happened. It was a stupid ending, all right? And I don't mean that as an insult towards the writer. I'm looking at the characters involved. This was a terrible ending, and every single person here has to bear some brunt of the blame. The trick is, you got to remember, the people who made this, the two people who made this bad decision were both kids. One of them was Donnie. So consider that. Yes, obviously, this was a terrible decision, but it was a bad decision from the beginning because they didn't think it out. So just the idea that I'm thinking of my ethics classes and things like that, you know, from back in school, dude, this was a good comic book, man. I really, really dug this comic book. Do you need this? No, not at all. This isn't even a particularly great representation of Zombie, but I would read this new version of Zombie. I absolutely would. Not in this world, because this is going to be like the old man zombie apocalyptic type world. I'd rather have a regular zombie comic book, but I'd be okay with Prince writing it, man, because this was good. This was definitely good. I enjoyed this. Don't forget to check out 10 Things About Zombie on Comic Book University. Really cool character. Very cool character. All right, guys, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.